Alright, so in this video I wanted to talk to you guys about Operation Spectre Rising and the fact that it does not end on June 4, 2019, like a lot of people are saying it is. If you take a look at this blog post right here that Treyarch posted on day one of the operation, and a lot of people failed to read or even read correctly, there are 50 tiers in this operation, but that's because it's only the first half of this operation, meaning that on June 4, 2019, when this operation ends, doesn't actually end. The next half just gets announced and the operation gets refreshed and continued. Just wanted to point that out because a lot of people were saying that a brand new Zombies experience was coming on June 4th because that was the end of the current operation, which would only make sense for new Zombies map to then be released. But that's clearly wrong. On June 4th, the next half of the Battle Pass, or the next half of Operation Spectre Rising, will be announced and released for us to grind out. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about the operation itself. Now, as for the actual Zombies map, just because that's a thing, does that now mean the Zombies map will not release on June 4th? No, it still could release on June 4th, but I just wanted to tell you guys, for those of you guys who are saying that just because the operation ends on that day, it's going to release on that day, that you're false, or that you're wrong. So, they still have to release these three things for Zombies before they get to a Zombies map, at least I'd assume, because they already announced these three things, meaning that within the next week, we should see the Labors of Hercules Gauntlet, aka the Ancient Evil Gauntlet. Most likely not going to be the 14th because they haven't announced it yet. I doubt they'll announce it on a Monday and release it then again on the Tuesday right after. Just doesn't make sense to me. But they've done a lot of things that don't make sense, so it's possible. But let's just assume that I'm right. And the 14th is out for the Ancient Evil Gauntlet. Let's then say the 21st will be the release date for the Ancient Evil Gauntlet. Then June 4th will be the release date for the Hard Mode Gauntlets and the Gauntlet Leaderboards. Then on June 4th, when we also hear, along with the other announcements, we probably will hear on June 3rd, because June 4th is the end of the first half of the operation, right? So on June 3rd, we'll probably get a big announcement video and stuff like that. In that announcement video, we'll probably hear about the Gauntlet Leaderboards and the Hard Mode Gauntlets, and then about the other stuff for multiplayer and Blackout, and then they'll probably tell us the release date of the Zombies map. And then on that'll be on June 3rd, they'll announce everything. June 4th, we'll have the release of that stuff, and then the next week, I would honestly think that's when the next Zombies map will be released. If I'm wrong, then I think that's going to probably be June 18th. I don't think they're going to go any later than June 18th, because then they then have this event right here. The Days of the Summer event is still coming in Black Ops 4, and it's definitely not coming in May. It's most likely not coming the first week of June. It's going to probably come near the end of June, because that's when summer is. So look out for the Days of Summer event, just not necessarily right around the beginning of June. And again, how that works out with the Zombies map, I don't exactly know, but I'd assume I'd assume that the Zombies map would come before this event, and then shortly after the Zombies map is released, we'll then get Days of Summer. I could be wrong. This can come out way into the operation in July, but I'm just going to assume that we're definitely going to get the Zombies map first regardless, and then we'll get Days of Summer. So that's going to pretty much be it. I'm going to talk about the Zombies map in a second, what exactly I think it's going to be. But Black Ops 4 Zombies DLC 3, most likely not coming June 4th. I would say probably the earliest June 11th. Ancient Evil Gauntlet, I'm going to take a guess and say it's going to be the 21st. On the 4th, we get the Hard Mode Gauntlets and the Gauntlet Leaderboards. And then on June 11th again, either 11th or 18th, we get the Zombies map. And then possibly the earliest we get the Days of the Summer event is June 25th. Again, I have no knowledge whatsoever, and by knowledge I mean inside knowledge onto when any of this is happening. This is just me looking at the roadmap, me looking at things they've said, and trying to make an educated guess. Does it mean I'm going to be right? No. Does it mean I'm going to be wrong? No. I'm just telling you what I personally think by processing and ingesting all this information that Treyarch has given us for Black Ops 4. Now that that stuff's over with, I gave you guys two possible release dates for Black Ops 4 DLC 3. What exactly is it going to be? Well, there's no official announced information on DLC 3, so again, we don't know, but some of the rumors have been saying that this is where Nuketown could come into play. That Nuketown Zombies actually won't be a bonus map, but instead will be DLC 3 for Black Ops 4. Now, I'm not disappointed. I won't be disappointed if that is the case. I would just prefer a completely brand new Zombies map. Now, the reason why I say I'm not disappointed, despite I know a lot of people actually being very disappointed, is because they're not going to just drop the same exact Nuketown map that they had in the past and release that as DLC 3 and put an Easter egg in that small map. It's just not going to happen. if we have Nuketown 4 DLC 3, you better bet your ass that they're going to make it over and it's going to be insane. Similar to Blood of the Dead, or Mob of the Dead to Blood of the Dead, and 5 to Classified, Nuketown to the brand new version of Nuketown is going to be a completely different map, and it's going to probably be a lot better because it's going to actually be a full-blown map. We can only assume we'll have access to the bunker, and we'll have even more outside area to play through, and it would probably be frigging sick, especially after seeing Nuketown inside of Black Ops 4 multiplayer already. I think we're in for a treat if Nuketown is actually DLC 3. I'm very excited to see what they could do with Nuketown and Black Ops 4. And they got a lot of story to cover in this map before the final map, if they actually are ending it like they say they are this time around. This time it's a little bit different than Black Ops 3. They didn't say they were ending in Black Ops 3. Blundell just said he's putting brackets around the story. People assume they were ending it then. This time around, Craig Houston / Blundell, they are saying they're ending it right now. So, who knows? Maybe they actually are ending it for sure. If that is the case, you better bet your ass they have a lot of stuff to do in this map. They have a lot of story to go through in this map. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they got a lot of story to go through in this map, which means this Easter egg is going to be very rich and very deep. And the same thing goes for DLC 4. And that's pretty much it. That's kind of like the best information I can give you right now in terms of release dates and map information, possible map information. I had to keep it very basic because if I got too in depth, it would be pointless, right? Because we don't have any official information. When we do have more information, whether it's leaked, rumored, confirmed, I will let you guys know. I'll make another update video talking to you guys about DLC 3. But this is where we're at right now. June 11th or 18th as possible release dates for Black Ops 4 Zombies DLC 3. And the map most likely being Nuketown Reimagined. Of course, a different name than that, but Nuketown Reimagined in Black Ops 4. If you did like the video and you want to see more like this, make sure you drop it a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. This way you don't miss the videos in the future. And yeah, that's going to be it. I will see you guys later. Have a good day.